All right. So, what is your thoughts for the new direct, Brad?
I'm hoping maybe we'll get a glimpse of a new Zelda game, if that's gonna happen. Hasn't the anniversary already come by?
That was Mario, which is March 10th. That's what just came on by. That's how.
What game?
That's why it's known as Mario Day, because it's March MAR, and then 10th, which is would be IO. So Mario. Yeah. Right now, I'm pretty thrilled. I'm excited. This will be interesting, but
It's been a while since I've seen a Nintendo Direct.
yes, it has. It has been a while. It'll be
Yeah,
interesting. And dude, just trying to get it set up for Twitch was a pain.
yeah.
Yeah, just because they go by categories, and this stream's gonna be basically talking about the whole Nintendo Direct. Now, we can do like some Red Dead or something later today for our secondary live stream as a you know
Yeah,
a
I'm down with
replacement.
that.
That's why this live stream did not start right away at 7, because again the thing's gonna end up turning on around 10, and we still got an hour and a half to go. So it's more of a just chat, chill, and relax. So if people have like opinions, they can throw it in the comments. Like, it's going to be interesting hearing what people gotta you know see and hear, and play the guessing game of what's going to
The
be
whole shebang, huh?
yeah, pretty much what's going to occur in the light. I mean the direct. So the direct's going to be pretty interesting. I'm excited for it. So
Me too.
I mean, now you said you were hoping for a new Zelda game. That's
Yeah,
why would you be expecting a Zelda game right from the get go? Is that what you're expecting? Because I know day
I'm a
one.
Zelda freak, man. I just love Zelda really, really, really very much.
Yeah, well, usually when a console releases, there's always that dedicated game, which has already been speculated to be what, Mario Kart 9. I mean, what do you think
Hmm,
about the new
I'm okay
Mario
with
Kart?
that. I'm excited to see what new characters, what abilities that they'll have in the game. A lot more than that.
Oh, I bet. I'm sure you're thrilled with that.
Yeah, I grew up playing Mario Kart. I'm sure everyone else has too.
Oh, of course. I mean, that'll be an exciting thing when that comes around. So, oh man, I'm right now just thinking, what am I going to do after the stream? That's what I'm debating on right now. But other than you know, you gotta have other speculations besides Zelda. What else do you think they'll talk about?
Maybe let's see,
Lots of us, man. Come on, gotta got better things than us. Well, hopefully you didn't.
Dragon Quest.
Dragon Quest. I mean, it seems a bit far fetched, but all right, go on. I'm listening.
Well, the last one I played was a remake for the Switch. I forget which one that was. Do you remember?
Talking about the one that Francisco got you.
Yeah.
Okay, see, that was I want to say it was 13. Wait, yeah, I want to say it was 13. My favorite Dragon Quest was 8, and that was on PS2. So Dragon Quest 8 was definitely my all-time favorite. Now to
The
get
first
a
the
re-release,
first Dragon Quest.
jeez, can I
Sorry,
finish?
you can finish. I apologize.
Days. All right. Well, like I was trying to say is, I would love to see a pretty much a remastered version of 8, and then making it like a Switch 2 exclusive for like a short time, just to at least get some sales out. I mean, I would gladly get it for PC and for the Switch 2. I would love it for both. But as you were
How many
saying,
co how many companies has Dragon Quest worked with? I remember the first Dragon Quest game I played was on the Game Boy Color, and I loved it. It 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 was just amazing to me. Now you
well,
said you played it on the PS1.
PS2. Dragon Quest 8
Okay,
came out on the
okay.
PS2. That was its
PS2.
that was its first debut was on the PS2.
All right.
I mean, it was definitely a interesting game, but I don't know. We'll see how that goes. I'm thrilled. I'm excited. We'll see how this goes. But other than that, I ain't too worried. But I am curious on. Let's see. I think they said what was it? Speculation of 7 games or so.
Yeah.
How many games do you think is gonna release on day one? Let's see. I'm gonna pull up a list of all the Nintendo consoles that's released day one, and then see how many games each one released with.
Um. Geez, you're really putting me on the spot there. I got nothing, bud.
What do you mean you got nothing?
How many games are going to be released? That
Yeah.
depends. Like, I'm not familiar with a lot of games because chat doesn't know this, but I don't play very many games. And when I do play a game, I play the heck out of it.
Yeah, something like that. Let's see. So we already know Mario Kart's gonna be one of them. And you're speculating we're gonna get a Zelda day one, or do you think they're just gonna talk about it?
Mm, maybe talk about it. Definitely talk about it because how long ago was Echoes of Wisdom?
Echoes of Wisdom?
Yeah,
Shoot. Let's see. When did that release? That was only last year, September
last
26th.
year.
Yeah, it hasn't been that long.
Huh.
Though, I feel like they'll at least do something for the NSO, which will be pretty interesting, which is, the Nintendo Switch Online. So I'm
Mhm.
kind of curious on where we're going to go with that and what all is going to occur. So I'm pretty.
Um, I think I think maybe the new Switch will have a headset. What do you think?
A headset? Like,
Yeah.
like what do you mean a headset?
Like the Xbox has a headset that you could use to listen and interact with and talk with other players.
Do you mean actual proper chat and not that phone garbage they offered?
Oh,
Because a headset's a headset. It's something you put on your head, Brad.
sorry.
No, you're good. So, proper chat for like PlayStation and Xbox halves and PC and all those other things. Nintendo with their garbage phone app. Yeah, I really don't like it. Like, no parent with their children is going to go, here's my phone. Go ahead and chat with your friends and don't break it. Like, I don't know what idea they had with that. Like, not every little child's going to instantly have a phone. Now,
Well,
sooner.
geez, you're kind of breaking every kid's heart that has one.
Why would I be breaking their heart? They got one. What I'm saying is, like, depending on what age you let your kid play a game and chat with people online is all going to determine is, hey, does that child have a phone? If they don't, guess whose phone they got? They're going to
The
have yours.
parents.
Exactly. I think it was the dumbest move ever when you can just have it implemented in the system itself. So the fact that it be in the system itself makes it so much better. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like what Nintendo thought would be a great idea was pretty much in one ear and out the damn other. They did not even fully put
Well,
it all together.
Nintendo's family oriented, right?
I mean, yeah, it's more of a like they like their group activities. I mean, it all started with card games and whatnot back in the time, years ago. And then what taxi service they also had ran. So that you can play those adult card games. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Uh,
or was it? I don't think it was a taxi service. It was the card game was one of them. What did Nintendo first start doing?
um,
Uh, I know the card game was one. Like poker playing cards. That's what they first started doing. I know they did other stuff.
come over here. So I'm on my Switch as well. I'm over here using my Xbox controller, wondering why the character won't move.
I love how you said as well. I'm not even playing on my Switch. You are.
I'm saying as well as on my Xbox.
You act like people cared what you were doing. You could just tell them you're on your
Okay.
Switch playing your game, and you just picked up the
Yeah.
Xbox controller and accidentally thought you could use it.
Mhm.
Let's see. Oh no, I don't want to do that. So,
Hey, maybe they might have a new Harvest Moon. Who knows?
a new Harvest Moon. I do not
Oh,
want
or
a new. I do not want a new Harvest Moon, let alone story of seasons, which is what it is now. Harvest Moon is not what it used to be. It is a completely different company since they own the name to Harvest Moon. So that's why they had to change their stuff to Story of Seasons, Brad.
oh, yeah, yeah. I remember you saying that.
Oh, there was speculations that we might get Red Dead Redemption 2 on Switch 2. What is your thoughts on
Oh,
that?
that would be so cool. I loved Red Dead 2. There was more you could do, but you can't beat the first one, you know?
I guess you could. It all depends. When the third one releases, I'm sure you're going to be excited. On story wise, what do you think the third one might?
I'm hoping that maybe it's the story of how Dutch and Hosea, like, started this gang or Dutch's past or
So you just want a
maybe
whole
just a whole
story
new
based around
story.
Dutch?
I don't
So
know.
Dutch's beginning. I don't know.
Maybe it should be about what's the name of the main character of Red Dead Revolver?
So that is Red Harlow, and I would love to see a remake of that, but in the modern style of Red Dead Redemption slash Red Dead 2. So yeah, a modern remake of that would be perfect and fantastic. Now I don't want no like definitive version of that just because those controls are so outdated on that poor game. It's not a bad game. It just hasn't aged well. It's like playing Grand Theft Auto 3 except way worse. I'd rather play Grand Theft Auto 3 over Revolver. But I can't complain if they did God damn it, my words today.
Modernize it?
Yeah, for like better controls, kind of like what they did with the definitive edition, and that helped it a little bit. But again, I still would rather them build it from ground up with all the proper, capture and whatnot. It'd be pretty interesting, to be honest. Oh man, let's see. Uh, all right. I thought I'd pull up the list of speculated games. So
Hmm.
another one uh, was saying that we might end up getting for the Switch too is Halo collection, the Combat Evolved collection. So having
I
that,
gotta say, I cannot wait for this Switch 2 to come out. When I buy it, it's gonna be like a new beginning, an Armageddon.
now we all know that scalpers have definitely ruined just what's the word I'm looking for? They have ruined a lot of things that children did not get the experience like we did. Like, again, you got them scalping cards, video game consoles, you name it. Like, a child, unlike years ago, could at least have a chance to get something. The worst you had was being what, trampled to fucking death at maybe a Walmart or a Kmart or something like that. I mean, come on.
That's pretty brutal.
I know it sounds fucked up, but at least that child would at least get something. Okay, even if it was people trying to buy to resell, it wasn't as bad as today, where you can literally have a bot just instant buy it for you, and then bam, congratulations. I barely got to the freaking counter. Like, it's pretty terrible. But yeah,
Yikes.
how'd you feel about the one of them being stated that it'd be the Halo collection? I don't know how much of a Halo fan you are, but it
I
sounds
was a
pretty.
Halo fan. I just enjoyed playing it on live on Xbox Live with my brother. That's the
Yeah.
only experience I got with it.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm
I
sure.
played story mode at my friend's house, but I didn't get far.
Gotcha. Okay. I mean, um, so the Final Fantasy VII remake was also one speculated for it. Any thoughts on that?
Uh, could you repeat the question?
Final Fantasy VII, Brad.
Final Fantasy VII. Which one was that?
That's one with uh,
Cloud?
yep, Cloud and Sephiroth, and then the lady dies
Oh,
at the end being
Sephiroth, man, he's pretty cool.
stabbed. The good old PS1, but the remade version of it. Uh,
Right.
and then people also are saying that hey, Metroid Prime 4 will probably like it'll be like a dual release, so we'll have it for the Switch and the Switch 2. So I think it'll just be for the Switch 2 and not even for the first Switch, to be honest. But if
Well, they
it,
did make Breath of the Wild for the Wii U and for the Switch.
yeah. But I mean, for Zelda games, they've basically done that more than once. They've done that for Twilight Princess. It was at the end of the GameCube life cycle, and it was releasing for the GameCube and for the Wii on its day one launch. So you were still able to play Twilight Princess for either or. Which again, when I first played it, it was definitely the Wii version, and I remember as a kid just going, "Holy crap! We're getting Zelda, and I get to actually like pretend I have the sword for the Wii. I want to
Oh
give this thing a
yeah.
try." And in fact, I enjoyed that. Just this,
You know,
it was a dumb gimmick, but the motion controls really got me like excited to be Link himself. That was a big
every
thing.
time me and my brother went with my mom to the store, we'd run over to the game section, and I remember watching like a little preview of Skyward Sword, and I was like, "Oh, Blake, you got to get this game. You got to get it." But I don't even think he was listening. And then I heard reviews about it. Was it really all that good to you,
Which one?
Skyward Sword?
So Skyward Sword, it was during around that time, like I just started losing interest in a lot of games. Like my gaming addiction started to spiral around that time. Like I just
Yeah.
could not play a game to save my life for enjoyment. It was basically the only thing I would play, and again, that was the time when we played. I think we played a lot of Call of Duty, so a lot of people wanted me to go to like those tournaments, and again, there was a lot of like Nazi zombie gameplay tournaments, and again, I got invited to. So those are the things I ended up going and enjoying. Now, I still liked one of the tournaments that I got to go to, and it wasn't like no big one, but it was one with a really good buddy of mine, Jesse, and we
That
played.
guy's funny.
It's funny because we kept playing and playing and playing, and then they were like, "Hey, you gotta stop," and I was like, oh, "Okay," and then that's when he was like, why we gotta stop?" "Oh, well, you guys won. In fact, you guys went way beyond what you needed to, because we were on round 60 just dicking around, and everybody ended up dying at like round like 30 or so.
So you reached the limit basically.
Well, it's not that we reached the limit. It was more like, get off the thing. It's already late, and, well, we won. So, here's your prize. Pretty much get the hell off. It was
Hmm.
hilarious, though. I mean, they didn't expect anyone to survive that long. And again, this is early
Hey,
times.
mute me, please.
Okay, will do. But yeah, this was definitely early times during that time where pretty much you had to. Well, again, it's World at War. It was definitely a pain. Now, one of the other games I'm excited for that was mentioned was the Pokemon Legends Z to A. Now, I believe that will probably be a dual release if we're lucky. Otherwise, it's more of a. I guess we're gonna find out if that becomes a dual release because people speculated Sun and Moon would also have a dual release, and they waited on that one, but we all saw what happened. So I believe we might get lucky and get something like what PlayStation did, and like have like an upgradable like download to give you better experience. So if you buy a Switch cartridge, like let's just say Tears of the Kingdom, you'll be able to experience it a little bit better on the Switch too by downloading this pack. So having that pack installed might, give better performances and whatnot. Like I'm kind of curious on what they're going to end up doing, but a lot of the things will be pretty unique for when that time comes. Oh, let's see. The fact that the thing's supposed to be as powerful as like a PS4, I mean, it doesn't sound bad at all. I mean, not bad one bit. Just because the games have not really gotten better over time. In fact, we've basically come to a complete halt when it comes to graphical improvements. Because at this point, the only company showing that graphical improvements can happen has been only shown by pretty much Rockstar. Every other company dwindles when it comes to that. The second company I've seen come at least close to doing like big like movie like games was between what was it? Um Gosh, I'm trying to remember that company's name. Insomniac was one of them, and then the other one, jeez, the company that makes Ghost of Tsushima, which also are the creators of oh gosh, I can't even remember right now. Um, what was it? Let's see. Sucker Punch. That was the other game company that I've seen do way better over time. And again, it's companies like Ubisoft that are greedy and shit that ruin games in general. I mean, the gaming industry definitely has not gone too far with companies like that ruin it. Then you got companies that don't really change anything. It's the same thing, rinse and repeat forever and ever. So you got Call of Duty, and then you got pretty much Battlefield, which those are the two that like to go against each other, but they have not really changed. The only thing that's changed is you pretty much polished up a turd and said, "Bam, something new," with all the same stuff we've been having. Now, I would definitely like to see. Well, they did promise that Nintendo would get a Call of Duty, so I'm assuming that this is going to be a standalone Call of Duty for what was it? What was it? Um, like pretty much just a standalone COD, but on the Switch 2. I could see them going for something like that. Or if they end up doing a cross-platform thing, it's definitely gonna dwindle in comparisons to other Call of Duties. I, I still would like to see them bring something decent to that, or even better, release a collection, kind of like what they did with like Modern Warfare and Modern Warfare 2. They're both remastered, but again, I'd rather see the Black Ops series get something like that, but for the Switch too. I think it'd be pretty interesting. It doesn't sound too bad. Oh, let's see. There's definitely lots of games on the list. All right. Checking out other stuff. See what other rumors stuff they have. Yeah. All right. Well, welcome back to the chat. All right. Well, I don't know if you heard any of the stuff I was talking about, but earlier I was talking about how pretty much uh, Call of Duty is supposed to, Nintendo's supposed to get a Call of Duty. So I'm assuming we'll
Wow.
get something around the lines either this year or next year on the new Call of Duty. I would assume this year, just because the Switch 2 is coming out and it'll be a pretty decent like release for the Switch 2. To be honest, I think it'd be a good idea.
I gotta say, the Joy-Con thing is a big step up because the one for the Switch is kind of, I
Hmm.
don't really like it that much.
The rail system, I don't know. I prefer that over the magnet system, especially when kids go to break that little piece inside of it. I know people are going to damage those pins. That's going to be a horrible
Oh,
thing. I mean, granted, it gives me more people to come to me for fixing that stuff, but I know I'm going to hate it. Oh, now that'd be fun to repair, I guess, but I don't want to keep
you're
having.
just like,
Hey, people like me that get to repair this type of stuff, it'll be fun. But I mean, I'm still kind of confused on why they. Because last time they were trying to do the whole magnet thing, it just kept falling on their laps. So, like, the idea of the magnet thing was failed to begin with. And I don't think they're going to hold on that well. Because all that weight on that system itself, plus the magnet rails that literally slide in, it sounds like it's going to fall apart pretty easily. It sounds pretty cheap, very trashy. I mean, the idea of a magnet, ugh, it has to be like a really strong magnet. And even
okay.
a really strong magnet, I question on how long they'll last before they start again getting weaker and weaker. Again,
Deteriorating.
the magnetic pull to it is going to slowly get weaker over time. It
That
is,
happens?
yeah, it can happen to a magnet. It takes a long time, but it happens. Because I've already
So if
compared.
you have antique gamers, they'll be
Oh,
disappointed.
oh, geez. The Switch 2 is definitely going to have a interesting life cycle. I'm sure it'll sell well. It's just over time, how bad are all the parts going to be? Will it have stick drift? What other problems will it end up occurring? And you can't exactly, what's the word I'm looking for? Since the controller's going to already have magnets in them, it's definitely not going to help anybody when they go to create like Holoflex analog sticks. So basically, analog sticks that use magnets. That might interfere with the sticks themselves connected to the controller. So there's going to be so many issues that people are going to want to buy third-party controllers. But even those third-party controllers are going to be what? Magnets, unless you're going to have it where it slides into like a little dock-like thing like they do with some controllers and plugs in by, you know, Type C. There's just so many problems with the system that it bothers me, but I still want to see how well it will last. How will it come to the, you know,
Well,
see what happens over the years. It's just, I don't know. Now, another speculation is that we'll get the new Assassin's Creed on the thing, which again, these are just speculations. It's always fun. Do I care
oh,
for
did you hear
Assassin?
about the newest Assassin's Creed and Japan's problem with it?
I don't really care for anything about that series. That series went to trash a long time ago. It's made by Ubisoft, a money greedy company that don't give two shits about any of its customers. It literally just wants you to buy their garbage so they can make a buck or two so they can move on to the next garbage project. But
I'm
yeah,
not a big Assassin's Creed fan, anyways.
not trying to sound mean. I'm just saying. Uh,
Gotta say what you gotta say.
Now, my favorite speculation that made me laugh was Microsoft Flight Simulator for the Switch 2. I don't know where they got that type of idea, but that it just makes me laugh. Another interesting one that people were speculating was Hi-Fi Rush. I don't know where you get that, but okay. I'm gonna keep
Mhm.
going down. Now, Ori of the Blind Forest and Ori and the Willow of the Wisp. Now, that's already
Will
on
o' the Wisps.
the Switch
Oh,
itself. These are indie games, Brad, so don't get too confused. But these indie games, since they're already out on the Switch, there's no point in re-releasing something. It's backwards compatible, so of course it's gonna just work as is. Another one I thought was interesting was Sea of Thieves. So, what's your thoughts on Sea of Thieves? Have you ever played it?
I've never played Sea of Thieves. Growing up, I wasn't able to play that many games.
Brad, again, this wasn't a game in childhood.
Sea of Thieves, I've never heard of it.
So, Sea of Thieves is an Xbox game. I don't know if they released it on PlayStation or anything. But Sea of Thieves is basically, um, I guess, it'd be like well, you play as a pirate pretty much. You're literally out at sea. You're a pirate. You go steal things from other people. You got a ship and everything. It's literally a big giant pirate game. So I mean, if you've
Hmm.
ever wanted to be a pirate, Sea of Thieves is a pretty decent game to play. And then we got another one. This is a Ubisoft game. Again, probably the only half-baked Ubisoft game because Nintendo's involved. Is Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom
Oh,
Battle and Sparks of Hope. I don't know what that is, but I guess. And then there's a rumored 3D Mario game. I mean, I'm not sure exactly.
how that's gonna work.
Yeah, but I am going to go back to the topic of Metroid Prime 4 since they announced that like at the beginning of the Nintendo Switch's life cycle. Like this was a long time ago and it's still not even out yet.
Oh,
So,
wow.
I believe this is just going to become a Switch 2 exclusive game, which I know that sounds terrible, but if it's like any Zelda game, then it's definitely going to have it'd be like a dual release. You can buy it for the Switch one, but there'll be minor downgrades and minor hiccups. But for the Switch 2, you'll get this, and this. You know. It'll
Yeah.
basically be like a Twilight Princess or a Breath of the Wild. But that's why when you said that earlier, um, the only games I've ever seen Nintendo do it to are the Zelda franchise. I've never seen them do it with anything else. Now, if I'm wrong, which I don't remember them doing that with any Mario games. They didn't have a dual release on both consoles, for the release date of that thing. They did that
Mm.
for, again, what was it? Breath of the
You
Wild
know,
for the Switch and the Wii U, and then Twilight Princess for the GameCube and the Wii. Go ahead.
I've never played a Metroid game.
You've never played a Metroid game. Well, it's kind of like a Mega Man game. There's side scrollers, but then you also have the 3D ones, which is kind of like playing a cheaper version of what Halo is, mixed with
Oh,
puzzle solving, like you do in a Zelda game. So, I mean, it's
I
good.
do know that you get different abilities.
Oh. Another speculated game that's supposed to release. And this one again made me laugh a little, but Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater. So if you're a big metal, somebody sounds like they're a big Metal Gear fan. Would you like to
I am.
tell us your opinions on that?
The sneaking around, the survive. My favorite is the third one,
The
where
third
you
one?
know, yeah, you,
Oh,
you get you're basically taking on a whole bunch of bull crap. You're supposed to rescue a scientist somewhere in Russia, and your boss, literally called boss,
yeah.
defects, and
Is it isn't Solid Snake and Boss like two different people?
yeah.
Aren't they like clones or whatever? Or one's
Solid
a
Snake is a clone, but boss is the title you are given when you lead the whole, you know,
I know, but don't they look exactly the same? Isn't one just a
no.
clone and the other? I could swore.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
So,
Now, what I noticed in Metal Gear Solid 5 Phantom Pain, you come out of a coma and you're blind in one eye. In the third game, you're being tortured by Volgin, and Ocelot shoots you in the eye, so obviously you have no eye and you can't see out of it. So I'm wondering if maybe there's a tie between the snake in 5 and in 3.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
What makes no sense is the type of technology they use to give Snake a new arm.
I mean, I never understood. The story made no sense for me when I played any of the Metal Gears. I'm like, this shit's out of order. This shit doesn't make any sense. Now, could you explain to me, like, like, how is it supposed to make sense? I feel like I'm watching a Star Wars movie.
Well,
Because when you watch those
I
things,
don't
go ahead.
I don't see how it makes sense either. I just love sneaking around and silently taking people down. It's just fun for me.
Okay, well, I like it when games at least try to make sense. That's why I never enjoyed Death Stranding and Death Stranding 2 because I felt like
Me
I was
either.
playing a walking simulator and that was just boring as hell. I, I don't know. If you call that, peak entertainment, you must be on really bad drugs because that was not entertaining. Ah,
Mm.
sorry if I hurt anybody's feelings. I'm just saying it was.
No. Speak your mind, man.
Well, I mean anybody watching. I do apologize, but that's just not fun. If video games were just about walking, I don't want to play it.
I agree with Death Stranding. It was kind of what can I say? It was kind of
I don't know. What'd you play on it?
unnecessary.
What'd you play up to?
I've played all Metal Gear Solids all the way up
Oh,
to
I was talking
5.
about Death Stranding. I'm not talking about Metal
I've
Gear.
never played it, but my friend played it, and I was like, "This is silly."
Oh, okay. Again. You gotta play the game before you have an opinion. Just watching someone play, it's never the same.
I know, I know.
Okay. Now, Pokemon Legends ZA. I know you love your Pokemon, but what did you think of the last direct on the Pokemon game?
Can't wait for it to come out. Wondering how many Pokemon they're gonna have available in it to catch. Because, like I said before, I really liked White version 2, only because of what I had to collect. It gave me a reason to keep on playing. Having there be more than 300 Pokemon to catch made things worth playing.
So, are you at least hoping this one, since it's got Mega Evolutions and everything,
Oh,
you think this Pokemon game is gonna, you know, make it kind of like if you play Pokemon Legends, you're able to catch all the Pokemon from that generation. Everything that's in that game, you're able to catch. Do you think this will be a single game that you can catch all the Pokemon in it, just
hopefully,
like the other Pokemon Legends game? Because a lot of people
hopefully.
like the Pokemon games when they're able to catch everything. Because you take that type of stuff away and it's obsessive trading. A lot of people, at least a lot of the new generation, seems to want everything in one bundle. Our older generation got to experience, trading and whatnot in person and all that fun stuff. But the fact that now it's all internet based, most people I've seen they enjoy the what do you call that, Wonder Trade stuff, where you just send out a random
Yeah.
Pokemon and hope you get a good one back, and it's never really a good one. And if it is a good one, it's probably been cheated, because I highly doubt that one's good. Uh, the fact that so many cheated Pokemon have entered, every other Pokemon game, I'm sure is I mean, it's pretty terrible because again,
By
Nintendo.
cheated, you mean hacked?
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay, okay.
Um, but Professor Layton, I've never played those video games, but this was also a speculated um, Switch game coming to Switch 2. Do you
Hmm.
not know what the Professor Layton games are?
I've never heard of it.
Okay. It's that cartoony looking guy with the little top hat, brown outfit. Ringing a bell yet?
Still got no bells ringing.
All right. Well, we'll move on to that because otherwise you're gonna have to look that up, and I'm sure I don't need to confuse you on any of it. But yeah, Rainbow Six Siege. That's again another one that was also speculated. Now I've never really played. I played them, just not that long enough to really give an impression on it. But it's a shooter, so I'm sure you're excited about it. Yes, no. Do you like shooters or
Yeah.
well, what's your favorite shooter?
Favorite
GoldenEye.
shooter is Gun, but that's for the PS2.
Gun. There you go.
Yeah,
Well, could you imagine Gun coming to the Switch too?
that'd be great. It's kind of like the first Red Dead.
I remember Gun early days when what was it? Pretty much when it was coming out to PC and the PS2 and Xbox. Like God, I remember those commercials. During that time, you know what movie I remember being big?
What?
Wild Wild West with Will Smith. Man, I was
I didn't know he was in a Wild West movie.
yeah, Wild Wild West, based off of what books and an old TV show.
Oh,
I believe it was an old TV show, but it was basically a remake. But Will Smith and I'm trying to remember the actor that played the other guy that helped him, but he's the one that did like disguises and stuff. In fact,
yeah.
that movie was popular. That it had toys for what, Burger King? I want to say it was Burger King.
I remember when they used to have toys.
I know things. We used to enjoy it.
Change over time.
Yeah, well, what was it? The FTC or whatever the heck the thing is. That definitely ruined it with a lot of the things we have nowadays. So that's why everything has no color. Oh, jeez.
Ugh,
All right, I'm gonna move on to the.
sorry. Ugh.
Oh man, already on. So the next one was the Division. Do you know what the Division is?
I don't.
Okay. Well, that's another speculated game for, of course, Switch 2. I mean, there's a whole lineup I'm going through, and I see all these speculations, so it'll be interesting on what comes true. Starfield. Now, that's a recent Bethesda game, and I think that came out like 2023, 2024, something like that. Starfield released, and it coming to the Switch 2 would be pretty interesting. Now, I like the Elder Scrolls series. I really don't care for any space stuff, so I haven't actually played like a Fallout game. And the fact that I'm speaking of Fallout, that is also another game speculated for Switch 2, which is
Okay.
Fallout 4. Now, have you ever
Yeah.
played a Fallout game?
I've tried it a long time ago when I had my 360. I didn't really get it.
Yeah?
Yeah, it starts out where like there's a atomic bomb that goes off and you're in a bunker or a panic room or whatever you call it.
Go on.
That's about all I remember about it.
All right. And then the last game they were showing on the list of might come out to Switch 2 was Diablo 4.
What'd you think of Diablo 4? Was it everything you hoped for?
Well, the story wasn't bad. I just don't like that. Since most video game companies make everything almost a microtransaction, it definitely made me not enjoy it as much. Like, I like playing the game and unlocking it through the game, but the fact that everything else is like, oh, well, you can buy this and have some special looking stuff for your character. It absolutely does nothing. I'm not spending $6.99 on some BS that doesn't help me in game. It really just annoys me. But a lot of games do that nowadays, and so if I'm buying a game, it's got like the Game of the Year edition. Cool. I will gladly get the Game of the Year edition just to have everything at a decent discounted price because I don't see the need to spend an arm and a leg on something that did not cost them an arm and a leg to make.
Now let me tell you, I really liked the cutscene in the beginning of the game where Lilith is reborn.
Okay?
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, when I was showing you it.
Yes, it was awesome.
Yeah. I mean, if one of these days, maybe I will go back and play it. But like I watched the cutscenes and everything. That's all I really wanted out of it. Like, it just did not feel like a classic Diablo game to me anymore. But again, this is because I grew up playing Diablo 2 online when we had dial-up. I mean, come on. Yeah, literally, like, hey, Mom, I'm going to go play some Diablo. Can you, like, not touch the phone? And then you dial get the dial-up going. You hear that annoying sound that everybody during the early 90s heard enough of. And then once that was done, you could connect online and play with other people. And my gosh, during that time, did I meet a lot of people that role played. And again, that's a kid's fun experience to just role play with random people. And that's what I did. I got the role play. We got the pretend shit. It was just entertaining. And again,
Speaking of roleplay, have you ever been to a Renaissance fair? I haven't. I wonder
I
what the experience is like.
I have. I mean, again, I do recommend trying something once, and that's something I would recommend. So, I mean, it all depends. As long as you don't mind being outside and whatnot.
I don't mind being outside, Justin.
Okay, I'm just making sure that you're not gonna die from being in the rain or something. Because they'll continue those things even in rain. At least the one I went to, they
Oh,
surely didn't stop and it was raining. So again, all the unique different things you can try out. Oof. Well, you can at least talk to chat for a little bit. I need to use the restroom. So I'll be right back.
okay. All right. So, chat, how's it going? Me, Brad. Justin, obviously you've heard he has to use the restroom. Let's have a little conversation about Justin. I think he's goofy, and he is very. I got nothing. I got nothing. I'm just trying to rip on him, but I can't do that to my own friend. Um, I wonder what sort of games you guys are hoping for come out on the Switch, or or what you're expecting from the Switch 2, what you think is gonna happen, or um, what you like or dislike about the model, possibly a prediction on what the newest system is in the Switch 2, what they're gonna do next with their what Nintendo's gonna think of next, and yeah. Oh, I forgot something. Let's go to this. But yeah, I can't wait for the Switch 2. I gotta tell everyone in chat, I'm very poor, so it will take me a while to get the Switch 2, but I will definitely get it. Um, excuse me. Oh, um, so many ums.
I'm back. Jesus. All I heard was so many ums out of your mouth. Are you good?
I'm good.
So what did I miss?
I
Ignore
said,
ignore the
I said,
crumpling.
let me tell you something about Justin. He's very silly, and then I couldn't think of anything else funny, so I talked about what chat would like or dislike about the Switch, what new mechanics it has, what they're hoping for, and maybe possibly what could come after the Switch. Ew.
Well then. Sorry, Chad, I left you alone.
Oh, I'm not that bad, am I?
No. Again, I wasn't here for it. So, if Chad has something to say, bam, there you go. But again, I think as long as I have it set properly. Oh, that might help me. Okay. There we go.
You just heard what I had to say, and you're like, I'm sorry, chat. You had to deal with Brad.
Ow. And now I'm just eating some chips, relaxing, chilling.
Yum.
Got a bag of chips, a Coke, and then we got 33 minutes before the event starts. Oh, shit.
33 minutes till that big moment.
I don't know. I would love to hear chat speculation, so I definitely can't wait to hear what people got to say. So if they put stuff down below, I can't wait. Okay, I can't wait to see what other people think. Well, we already know yours is a Zelda game for your hopes and dreams. But what I would enjoy, and I know it's probably more of a like Why? Why that game? Why would you choose that? And for me, it would be a remaster of the original Paper Mario. Kind of like what they did for Mario RPG and what they did
Mhm.
for Paper Mario Thousand Year Door. I want the original one to release on both Switch and Switch 2 for, the release of, the Nintendo Switch 2. I mean, even if it releases for the Switch first and then later down the line releases for the Switch 2 as like a promotional stuff, because they've done that with stuff, kind of like what they do for like physical releases. It's like you can get the digital one on this date, and then coming later, here's the physical. So, just for those collectors out there. So,
Yeah.
new mechanics. Since I know you like your Zelda, what new mechanics do you think the new Zelda game will have?
Possibly some more than just gyro controls. Maybe you could speak to it, and it could do certain, kind of
Speak?
like how the DS
Speak?
did.
Okay. We're talking about the Switch 2, which basically has Joy-Cons that act as a mouse. You gotta think of the
Oh,
gimmick of the dang system.
okay.
Think about it. I'll give you some time. Now, the fact that it's basically going to be like a mouse for both a left or a right handed person, which is great for the little Joy-Con things. Shooting games will be a lot better on the Switch just for that reason. Now, I would prefer to use an actual mouse and keyboard. So as long as that is compatible with the Switch 2, where you can just plug in your own mouse and keyboard, fantastic. That'll be great. Especially games like the Mario Maker series. Oh, that'd be great. A Mario Maker 3 and then having an actual mouse for it, that's great.
Oh, wow.
You know what PlayStation exclusive I would have loved to see on like this Nintendo Switch 2? I'm over here choking. Was
Go on, bud.
it'd be Little Big Planet. I would love to see that series at
Oh,
least
you
make a.
love that.
Now, I doubt I'm ever going to see that on a Nintendo console, of course, because Sony doesn't play nice with people. But what I would like to see is it at least return somehow or some way.
Hmm. 30 minutes, everybody.
Oh shit, it's popping up now. Oh, that's great. Half an hour to go, and then bang, we get to enjoy this shit.
Language, sir.
Sorry, crud. Is that
That's
better?
better. I'm just yanking your chain, bud.
I hope you're just
It's
yanking my chain.
America. You can speak however you want.
Whoa, whoa. I don't care where you live. You can speak how you want, Brad. Don't mind the crunching. I'm eating chips again.
Just enjoying a little snack.
Well, you got no more speculations? Man, I've been throwing this stuff out left and right. What do you got? Come on. I gotta hear your opinions on stuff.
I ain't got nothing, Justin. Oh, um, maybe when you move while holding the Switch 2, the character in the game will move too. Hello?
I'm here. I just had
Oh,
to reply back to somebody. Go ahead. There's other people listening, so go ahead and speak.
like I said, maybe there's going to be, you know how the 3DS can tell how many steps you take?
Oh,
What if in the Switch 2 you can move around while holding the Switch 2 and the character in the game will move too? That could be pretty interesting.
you might want to explain a little bit better than what you just explained.
Kind of like Pokemon Go. As you walk, the character in the game walks too.
Okay. You do realize this is a really beefy console. It doesn't exactly fit in your pocket.
I know. Ooh. I just can't wait for that beautiful Nintendo Direct footage.
I bet you are. Yep. Just had to respond to Tyler. That's all.
Tyler's listening to this.
No, no, no. He's just letting everybody know that he's freed from his overtime, and also he was eating snacks on Sunday. Just a late reply, but it's all good. Uh, there we go. You know what else we got, Brad?
What else?
So, could you imagine your Switch 2 to be able to play? Are you listening?
I'm listening.
Are you sure?
I'm really listening.
Okay. The surprise release is going to be a Sims game that nobody wants. Huh?
Your girlfriend might want it.
I don't know. I don't know if I want to see a Sims game, but I mean, Sims isn't bad. Not one bit. Now, would Stephanie enjoy it? Yeah, maybe. She doesn't really play a lot of Sims as much as she used to. But I remember when that franchise did release years ago when it first started. I was like, that looks like a dumb game. And then it started blowing up, and I was like, the heck is this?
Oh, I
Ooh.
enjoyed
Ooh.
me and my friend went to this bowling alley. After that, I hung out at his place. He thought he rented a Simpsons game, but it was a Sims game and we actually had some fun with it.
Oh, God. Which one did you play?
Herbs,
What?
Herbs, URBZ. You know, like suburbs?
So is this like Sims 1, Sims 2? What is he?
I am not sure which one,
Yeah,
but it was kind of fun.
yeah. How old were you?
I was probably 10. No, wait, 11.
I don't know. Sims 1, Sims 2. Could have been one or the other.
It was for the PlayStation 2.
Hmm. PS2 Sim games. No, I don't want simulation. Hmm. The Sims bursting out is probably the best one. That's what somebody said.
Hmm.
Was that one you played? The Sims bursting out?
No.
Hold on.
I like the whole building your own house thing.
Okay. So for the PS2, what the? This doesn't tell me. Okay. There's. Okay. So, Herbs, Sims in the City. That's the one you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to look it up. But they had Sims 2, Sim 2 Pets, Sims Bursting Out, and Sims Castaway. So they definitely had quite a few of them. Oh, dang. Oh, shoot. Are you prepped? Are you ready?
I am ready.
Oh,
As ready as I shall ever be.
you know what's funny? I'm surprised you guys did the thing so early. Because your thing you said was supposed to be done at 10, but you did it like way early. Uh,
Well, that's the time that she had available, and I'm glad that that was the time.
well, there you go. And you got it out of the way. Oh, so the direct. How do you think it's going to start off?
Well, I know at first, maybe at first they're gonna talk about the Switch 2.
You want to hear my speculation?
Let's hear your speculation.
Okay, and so it's going to start off with a white background and a man walks in the middle.
That's how it always starts, isn't it?
I don't know. We're going to find out, man. We're going to find out how it's going to start. What's your speculation again?
The speculation about the mechanics.
We're talking about the direct, Brad. Where'd you get mechanics?
Oh, I, I'm very mixed up today.
Oh, man. Excuses, excuses. Come on. We believe in you. You can do it, big boy. I'll give you a cookie.
You can't give me a cookie. You're on the other side.
I'll ship it in a box and I'll mail it to you.
It'll be stale by the time it gets to me, and I'll be like, ugh, this wasn't worth it.
How do you think they ship cookies to you? It ain't gonna be stale.
Very carefully.
Yeah.
I said I was hoping for a Zelda game, and maybe, you know what? I too hope there's a Red Dead 2 for the Switch.
Oh
That would
man.
be very, that
You
would be very enjoyable.
you think they'll take the Red Dead one already and re-release it for the Switch too?
Hopefully. That's all I can say is hopefully. Excuse me, I'm yawning today.
I know. I'm gonna get you a bed and get you a binky and a pacifier, and then we're gonna make sure we tuck you into bed, and then I'll have chat read you a bedtime story.
I'm good. I'm
I don't
good.
know. They'll
Are
be
you gonna check under the bed too for monsters?
no, because it means I gotta wipe your ass afterwards. I'm good. Definitely not.
Okay.
No. Oh shit. 19 more minutes to go. And now we get to see what all occurs. Oh boy.
Yes, indeed.
Ooh, I'm gassy now. I'm burping all the way. I'm over here eating some chips and drinking a Coke. Alright, what else? Switch to rumors. Alright, so how much do you think it's going to release for? Price wise?
300 something.
300 what?
$29?
$329. 99 cents. So,
Yeah.
so you think it's gonna be basically 330 less than a Switch OLED? I highly doubt that.
Hmm.
The thing's probably gonna release around $400 to $500.
Christ, that's a lot. For me,
Yeah,
that's a lot.
I bet it is. But I'm just letting you know, that's how much it's gonna release for. Ugh.
That's a lot of saving up I got to do.
Now, the people were speculating that the GameCube is going to make a comeback on the Switch 2, probably as like a Nintendo Switch online service thing. That's what a lot of people are
Hmm.
speculating.
I loved Mario Kart Double Dash.
Um, most people that enjoy the Mario Kart series tends to say that Double Dash was their all-time favorite. Now, for
Yeah.
me, I didn't really grow up with it. My first full-on experience was probably for the DS. That's when I actually got to first play a Mario Kart game, and that's because the Nintendo DS I ended up getting came with it, so it was a bundled one. So it was definitely a fun time to just something to pass time with. But my favorite DS game I probably played more than any of them was my Mega Man collection. Oh,
I know you love your Mega Man.
well, it was Mega Man Battle Network DS. It was Proto Man and Colonel like in one combo collection, and now we have like all of it for the Switch. As a bigger collection, 1 through 6. So this one on the DS was just number 5. Let's see. But the reason why people are speculating the whole GameCube thing is due to the fact that there was like patents and stuff for like I guess like a GameCube looking controller. So maybe the Pro controller is gonna look like the actual. I mean, wait, didn't they already show off the Pro
I think
controller?
so.
No, I don't think they showed off the Pro controller. Mm. Mm. Yeah, I don't remember the Pro controller ever being leaked out. But I'm assuming the Pro controller, they're going to make it basically like what the GameCube was. Or maybe they'll make the Pro controller be able to separate and attach to the Switch itself. So you can have regular controllers or a Pro controller that comes apart.
That sounds awesome.
Mm, I don't know. It kind of bothers me thinking about it now. Having a Pro controller that splits apart. What do you do
Hey, that
with
sounds fine to me.
what do you do with the middle piece? Is it gonna have a wrist strap for the middle piece? You can hang it around your neck like a necklace, so you can go, go. I gotta watch what I gotta say. Like I can't say those words, but you know what you do with a noose, okay? That's what they'll do with the game controller, but to yourself. But no. It kind of reminds me of if you saw the Switch accessory for the Joy-Cons, it's like diagonal and you can slap them in and charge. It's like a little mini charging dock. A lot of people were scalping those things up for no damn reason. But to people were speculating that it was for the Switch 2, which I'm pretty sure they're correct, just to make it easier and more compatible. I'm just glad I'll be able to use some of my Switch controllers still, especially since I got Hall Effect analog sticks on those things, so I can still play my games with no problem. God, my cat looks like it's yawning every time I take a drink. So, also, my kitty's got a twitching problem with its eyeball. So,
Tag.
no, not my kitty. I'm talking about the animated cat on the screen. Nah,
Oh.
nah. She's right now sleeping. That little kitty's taking a little cat nap. It was super punny. You're supposed to laugh.
Sorry.
I was kidding. Let's see. Supposed to be having new chat improvements. That's another speculation thing. So what you said in the beginning of the stream earlier, they definitely are going to have stuff about that.
Okay.
So, are you hoping you can just plug in your headphones into the Switch and be able to just chat like that?
Yeah.
So do I.
Like what you can do on the Xbox and the
Yeah,
PlayStation.
like the Xbox controller or the PS5 controller.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, the PS4 controller had one as well, right? It's been a while since I've looked at a PS4 controller, but I
Yeah,
believe.
but it had one ear clipping.
Yeah.
Yeah, it only had one ear that you could put it in.
Yeah. Now the PS5 controller had a built-in mic, which was a great idea for people that don't have money to just buy a headset. You know, they can just use that cheap little mic that comes with the PS5 controller.
Huh.
I'm sure they're going to go into a closer look and explain everything about the Switch 2 and what it can do. But just because, man, I thought it was going to be, what was it, April 2nd? I thought that was when the Direct was going to be. Unless this is going to be like a
Oh, 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
10 minutes till the big surprise.
Well, I'm looking at my thing and it says 9 minutes. It's not. It's 9:49.
I'm looking at my alarm clock right now.
Well, your alarm clock's wrong. How does that make you feel?
I'm okay.
Yeah. The company will hold a Nintendo Direct live stream focused on Switch 2 on Wednesday, April 2nd. So we've expected more details then. The fact that we got one before April 2nd, does that mean they're going to have one today and then April 2nd rolls around and there's another one?
I can't say.
Jeez, you gotta have some, speculations on all that. But I still think it'll be around $400 just because, like, a lot of that is old technology and a lot of it is definitely not going to be like major improvements. But yeah, it's questionable on what it would be, especially since the PS5 and the Series X are around that price, around $500. It doesn't give a guarantee that it should be around, $500, because that's just way too expensive for something that you might as well just buy a better console or a PC at that point and be able to experience the stuff that way. You can also buy portable handheld computers already close to around that point. And by then, you might as well just buy one of those portable computers that can already emulate all these latest Switch games. Now, do I support that? No, I don't really support emulation, but sometimes that's what happens, and this is all we got to be able to purchase because we can't purchase what we want to own. That's why a lot of the games you want to play are restricted from older consoles, and sometimes the only way you can play them is pretty much download them, or if you already have it and your console doesn't work, rip it from the cartridge and play it on your PC.
Hmm.
Oh, that's some good Coke. Oh, oh yeah. Got that burn up my nostrils and everything.
You're
Coca-Cola.
like, woo!
I know, no, it was Coca-Cola. It's okay. Nintendo Life that suggests the Switch 2 will retail for about $379, so $380, which makes the next gen Switch about $30 more. I mean, it doesn't sound like a bad price.
Yeah, 400 and some is okay.
You mean 380, almost 400? I don't know.
Yeah, I kind of rounded it up a bit.
That's $20. That's a big bit. That wasn't a little.
7 minutes, or is it 6?
Nope, you got it right this time. Congratulations. You get a cookie. 7 minutes to go.
Send that one in the mail too, buddy.
You failed the last one. I'm eating sour cream and onion chips with a can of Coke. I mean, it's better a can of Coke than the white powder Coke right now. I mean, I think I'd be more awake if I did the other one. Or dead.
No.
Oh, sorry. I went too dark there. But it's okay because we'll get to enjoy what lovely stuff will happen. Oh, man. And we're both going to be... we both get our opinions on this. We all get to experience this together. But I don't know how well it's going to be.
There have been some Nintendo Directs good and some bad, some okay.
Yeah, that's always going to be the case. So, I mean, that's why we're watching this together to see how interesting this will be. The fact that we've been talking about speculations and whatnot for almost an hour and a half, that's very impressive. And it's almost time. And then we get to talk about what all goes on during this event. And man, I know you're going to be screaming and hooting the whole time during this, because I can imagine you. Oh man, it's going to be
me.
Oh yeah, you get excited and scream out of nowhere. Like it's pretty amazing how excited you get. Your girly voice starts cracking and everyone's all like, "Oh my god, he's excited." And then I'm just like, "I know. I have to deal with it. It's okay. We still love you." Oh god.
You really mean it?
Yeah, I won't talk as loud as last time. It just echoed on your end. I did it again. Oh, excuse me.
Now, what do you have to say for yourself?
Go fluff yourself.
Hey, I'll be back. I gotta fill up my water.
You better hurry up, man. You got 5 minutes. 5 minutes and counting. Too bad it's not 5 seconds. I would have started a countdown. I mean, I guess I could have done a countdown. It's just a lot, and I don't want to do that. Not exactly right now. But yeah. Oh gosh. Can't wait to see what other people speculate for this. Oh man, everyone's got speculations, and I'm sure everyone's excited to find out what all may occur.
Any minute now.
It's not any
4
minute.
minutes.
I know you're over here counting down the time. Jeez.
From the minutes to the seconds.
Go ahead. I want to hear it. I want to hear you count it down. Minutes and seconds. In fact, do the milliseconds.
No, hours, minutes, seconds, milliseconds, other seconds.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Well, come on. I'm waiting. Start counting.
I don't want to count down.
Oh, man. You're over here saying you were going to, and now you changed your mind. Oh, you're just full of it,
I think
aren't
I'm
you?
gonna mount my Blades of Chaos.
Yeah?
I mean, as put it on the wall, not mounted as in, you know, can't do that to Blades.
You can mount anything. You do realize anything can get mounted, right?
Yeah.
Yeah? Then what do you mean? You're going to mount your blades? You're going to mount your blades, like you said.
Hmm.
I'm surprised you haven't done that yet. Well, what about you? What about the Master Sword?
Master Sword's in my closet.
Oh, gotcha. I bet that thing's dusty.
Hmm.
Well, you're not denying it, so it must be.
Yeah. I'm sad that my poor Dark Magician statue has some dust on it.
Then clean it off. Don't tell us about it. Hey, guess what, Brad?
2 minutes.
Oh, man. You sound like you're getting an erection over there. You better calm the hell down.
I am calm as can be.
Man,
A little excited, but I'm as calm as can be.
over here licking your lips, getting
Oh my
excited.
God, Justin.
You're the one staring at the screen going, oh my God, it's almost time. Almost time. You're going to start crying when it hits 1 minute? Like, what are you going to do?
As you said, I'm gonna cry.
I bet you are. I got my drink. I'm ready. Oh, man. Oh, man. Can't wait. Oh. 7 a.m. Pacific time. We are Eastern time because we are 10 a.m. Oh, it's almost there. Bow, 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 bow. Well, how do you feel? 1 minute left.
1 minute left.
1 minute to go.
1 minute left.
1 minute to go. Oh, man. 1 minute to go. We're going to have Nintendogs Definitive Edition. Are you ready?
I'm ready. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One again.
I know, right?
Another one. 3, 2, 1. Well,
All right.
that's the end of Nintendo Direct, everybody. Sorry, we gotta go.
All right. Well, come your titties. You got the Nintendo Direct. Oh, man. Now, you at least got your Dragon Quest game. So there we go. Oh, man. This is definitely going to be your favorite.
Come on, Nintendo.
Jeez, I like Dragon Quest. Can I enjoy this? Dang. Like, this is great. I am happy to play at least, you know, a good classic Dragon Age. I mean, is it Dragon Age? Dragon Quest? Yeah, whatever. I just know I've enjoyed these things. And this is number, what, 3? So. Oh, snap. Now, what is this? Dragon Quest 2 and 1. HD to 2D remake. Fantastic.
Hello everyone, I'm Shinya Takahashi, and I'll be your guide for today's Nintendo Direct.
All right, all right.
Today, we'll be providing information on upcoming Nintendo Switch games. We'll also have a Nintendo Direct for Nintendo Switch 2 on April 2nd. So please tune in for that as well. What you just saw
Oh,
was
man.
Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 2D remake from Square Enix.
Now these are classic games I grew up with.
Another character appeared at the
Yeah.
end. What kind of adventure awaits? We
But
hope
it's
you're
it's
excited
kind of like
in
a
the future.
2D but 3D style. So they changed it up.
Let's see the first batch of headlines.
Escape from dire straits.
Oh man. So what game do you think this is gonna be?
2 minutes until oxygen 0.
The Dragon Quest one?
No, I'm talking about the game they're showing now.
Escape from Dire Strait?
The latest entry in the the Somnium Files series is stirring. You
Is this
are
like a racing game
a special agent with a sophisticated AI
or an
called
anime
Iris
game?
embedded
I don't know.
in
This
its
looks
left
weird.
eye. Your mission is to track down Iris, an internet idol who has been trapped in a mysterious escape game. Conduct interviews to investigate.
Is this
Iris'
supposed to be like a romance game they're showing off?
Dive into a subject's dreams to reveal clues hidden deep within their psyche. And solve mind-bending puzzles in an exploratory.
You like your romance games, Brad?
Not really.
Everything you learn will bring you
What's your
one
thoughts on this
step
one?
to the truth.
Um,
Cover what's hidden in reality and
I don't like
dreams
it.
to rescue Iris. No
You don't like the
sleep for
kitty girl?
Date from I,
Nah.
Insomnia
Aw,
Files
man.
launches
No
on the
sleep
Nintendo Switch
for-
system July 25th.
However you pronounce that.
Unleash the supernatural.
Aw, man, a detective game. Some weird anime detective crap.
A classic Atlas action RPG returns with remastered HD graphics and enhanced gameplay. Set in the capital city in the year Taisho 20, Raido Kuzunoha makes his living as an apprentice
The
detective.
video's a little delayed on my end.
Unbeknownst to others, he also fights alongside demons as a devil summoner. To protect the capital, Raido must
I don't know why.
investigate
Just watch it
series
on
of
YouTube. Watch it on the stream.
supernatural
I'm watching it on my TV.
alongside demons you summon.
Okay.
Work with your demons to strike an enemy's weak point.
Nothing should be delayed then if you're watching it on the actual thing.
Is the key to victory. You can even turn opposing demons into allies. Demons can also be useful outside of battle. And their powers are helpful
Oh,
in
it's just
finding
one of
solutions
those.
during
Don't worry about it.
investigations.
I know.
Raido through a series of strange incidents
I assume you're the bird who gave us a call?
as he uncovers a conspiracy that will shake the capital to its core. Raido Remastered: The Mystery of the
Oh, this is what
Army
Nintendo has to
launches on
offer
Nintendo
so
Switch
far.
June 19th. Pre-orders
I know,
begin
it's
later
definitely a
today
big
on
letdown.
Nintendo eShop. Consume darkness.
I'm definitely not impressed by any of it so far.
With your memories gone, you have been summoned to a strange, unfamiliar world.
So I'm pretty sure
where your
this
greedy
direct's not gonna go into any details on the Switch 2
miracle
until April 2nd, like their last one said.
maze-like world, your battle for survival begins.
So we're probably just
Consume
going.
Darkness.
So this is just gonna be a bunch of Switch games, Brad. We're definitely not gonna get nothing
World.
impressive.
By examining your surroundings, you can phase shift
Yeah, we were hoping. We had high hopes.
areas you couldn't
Yeah,
reach
there's nothing wrong with it.
But tread lightly. The creatures inhabiting this world will prove hostile. When
Are we
placed
playing?
in opposing
Are we playing Pac-Man? Is this what we're playing?
temporarily fuse into the
Looks
Gaia
like it to
Core
me.
to unleash powerful attacks.
Pac-Man, if he became a
By
Okay.
consuming your prey, you'll collect
I guess
resources
Pac-Man if he became like a robot.
that then be used to enhance your abilities.
This looks okay.
Work to uncover Puck's true goal.
This is literally just taking Pac-Man and turning it
To survive
into
this
another
cruel
direction.
world. Experience a dark twist on the iconic Pac-Man when Shadow Labyrinth launches on Nintendo Switch July 18th.
Man, game, don't lie to me. Just call it Pac-Man and get it over with.
Remasters of Patapon and Patapon 2 are drumming onto Nintendo Switch as one bundle. Play your drum to the beat and give different commands to
Can't
the Patapon
wait.
army. For example,
Rhythmic march
Patapon
begins.
advances
Yeah.
forward,
It's Patapon.
while Patapon has them attack.
These, it's basically a Patapon game. So
You string together
that's what games released back on the PlayStation years ago.
a big boost in power.
If you ever played a Patapon game,
No, I've never played it.
Horse riding Kibapon.
okay, well that's basically what this is. Exactly like a Patapon game.
Take on hordes of fierce
What do you think about it?
Never cared for that series.
New features have been added, so you can advance to the beat of your own.
Can't say it's a bad game, but people did enjoy those things. It had 3 games in the series, so it's this is Patapon 1+2 replay. Oh wow! So we get a good old classic game from the PlayStation era releasing on the Nintendo Switch. Oh man, is this what I think it is?
This is where your new life begins.
Is this? Oh wow! Okay. So remember I was talking about Harvest Moon? This is Story of Seasons.
Yeah.
That's what Harvest Moon is. Like the actual creators of Harvest Moon.
Yeah, they had to change it. You told me.
Yeah. Well, that's what this is. Pretty much a brand new
Tend to your farm while
farming
growing
sim.
crops and caring for animals.
So if you enjoy Harvest Moon
Then sell your produce
back in
to
its
farmers
old
and
good old
towns
glories,
like the bazaar.
then you'll enjoy this. And look, you can sell stuff.
As bazaar
That's
sales
cool.
grow, you'll
I like that it's pretty much like a actual like farmer's market.
former splendor.
This looks like a game I would play.
You can also
It does not look bad at all.
I'd like to spend more time with you.
and
But
maybe nurture a
I'm a
relationship.
sucker for
Find that special
the
someone.
Harvest Moon games back in the day. That's why I
Yeah.
enjoyed Stardew Valley.
Advantage of
Well,
Supertown's windy
Ooh,
conditions
that's
can
interesting.
make travel and other
It's
tasks a breeze.
well, it's your Breath of the Wild using a or I guess
The wind of
what is
change
it?
coming
Wind Waker, where you
on
use a leaf
the
to
farm
glide
begins
yourself.
when Story
Yeah.
of Seasons Grand
As like
Bazaar
a self
launches
boss.
on the Nintendo Switch system
Oh.
August 27th.
Well then,
Please look forward. to
August
the
27th,
Story of Seasons
it will be
series.
available. All right,
Next,
I'll be looking forward to it. All right. So, what do you think this game might be?
It'll be good.
There we go. Finally. Now, that was one of the speculations I was expecting to see. And I was at least right on that. So, we did get to see Metroid Prime 4. Finally. It only took forever. So, you can tell me what you think of Metroid Prime 4.
This is the unknown planet viewer.
It looks pretty cool right now. I'm
Samus finds a
seeing.
frozen
Ooh,
jungle with a
what is the
colossal
name of the main character you play as?
Samus.
In order to survive,
Okay.
he
Oh,
must escape this planet
first
that he was
person.
unexpectedly transported to.
That looks
Samus
pretty
must scan
cool.
stone figures and other relics
Yeah.
to carve a path forward.
Are you...
She's not alone, though. Abhorrent, alien creatures living in the jungle are waiting to strike.
Okay.
So, what's your experience so far?
My experience. What do I think?
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be an awesome game.
Mysterious and ancient power.
Now these are gonna be for the Switch 2, right?
abilities.
Well, if Switch games are backwards compatible, which is already confirmed,
And open doors.
you'll be able to play this game on the Switch too.
Also allow her to control the trajectory of her
Damn.
beams with the power of her mind.
Oh man.
But why were these powers bestowed upon Samus?
Oh snap! Can't wait to see what else. Right now, it's looking pretty. The details and everything, the graphics, and it's all gonna be running on the
Yeah.
Switch.
After being summoned,
It doesn't look bad at all.
the threads intertwined
What's your opinion on the graphics?
The graphics
a new tale.
pretty good compared to the 64, because that's the last time I saw a Metroid game. Was for the 64.
I don't think they had one for the N64, but I
Could have swore they did.
don't know. I'll have to Google that. Alright, that red suit looks dope as heck.
It looks like even more challenges await Samus. We hope you're looking forward to exploring with Samus's new psychic abilities. Okay, let's move on to some more headlines.
Yeah, there was never
Upgrade.
a Metroid game for the N64 brand.
Mischief?
Oh, it was probably the GameCube.
Probably.
Once upon a time, there was a drab coffee shop that transformed into a
I
magical
don't know
ancient
what we're
cafe
watching,
as the newest
but I don't want no Disney
first
games.
cafe.
I don't.
Craft concoctions for Disney villains.
This is something that we can skip. Something we can skip over. Nobody wants to see this garbage.
Strange
And I swear, it's only Disney games I see being showed up in all these
with help from Yzma,
like any type of direct. If it's made by Sony,
wildly wicked
you ain't seeing Disney garbage. Xbox, no Disney garbage. But Disney garbage keeps ending up on Nintendo Direct.
every
Oh
time
my
you
gosh.
Well, Kingdom of Hearts was for the
What
PlayStation.
happened? Disney Villains Cursed Cafe launches on Nintendo Switch later
Okay,
today.
garbage Disney stuff. Is that better, Brad?
Yeah.
Summon a spellbinding adventure.
I don't know how I feel about that game. You play as a witch.
Welcome to Witching College, where
Which
students
rhymes with
strive to
something.
master the magical arts. During class, use magic circles to perform
Aw, man.
rituals.
But that's what chat's for, to fill in the blanks what it rhymes
And
with.
learn advanced techniques to go from witch in training to skilled
Oh,
spellcasting.
snap.
Kiki's delivery service.
There's also plenty to do
I
outside of class.
mean, yeah,
Hang out with friends
basically.
at their homes.
It's basically like Kiki's delivery service.
Take on various
You're a
jobs
little
to help pay
witch,
for
you
tuition.
fly around
Or use the spells you've learned to
with
craft
weird
and
mini
sell
games.
original items. Plus, up to 4 players can make magic together in online
Ah, I
tournaments.
just don't know.
Explore this
I feel like I'm
wholesome
watching the
world
Goose
on the
Game.
road to graduation and beyond.
Goose Game. I've never heard of that.
Are you ready for a spellbinding journey?
So,
Enrollment begins when
gosh,
Westbrook
I can't
flies
remember
onto
exactly
Nintendo
its
Switch
name.
this holiday. Action, adventure, and arcade games await. Set off on a fantastical mission to eliminate a mysterious deity.
THQ Nordic
On platforming
making
adventure, you'll explore
an
the
interesting
secrets of
side
the world
scroller.
where nightmares and wonder collide. Upgrade your trusty cane with magical parts.
I don't know what I think about it right
Use
now,
its abilities to find your
but
own
it
path
definitely
through the
reminds me
enchanted
of,
Can you uncover
you know, the game
secrets that
Cuphead,
Archipelago holds?
Brad?
Yeah, that really hard game we
Eternal Light
played
of Gold
together.
launches on
Okay,
Nintendo
it reminds me of
Switch this
Cuphead
holiday.
due to its art style.
Celebrate the 40th anniversary of Gradius with a collection of arcade shoot 'em up
Gradius?
games from across the series.
Origins?
Titles include Gradius, Salamander, Light Force, Gradius 2,
You ever play any of these games before? These are old games.
No.
And
Got you.
Salamander 2.
Well, the
Subtitles
arcade
come
games,
with
yeah.
multiple versions, including ones from different
What?
regions and launch years.
Are you talking about
Take the
these
helm in a
old
brand new
games that they're
entry,
showing up
Yes, what do you
right
think?
now?
Dude, we're on the same thing. Yes. The arcade
Yeah,
game.
I said they look like
Launches on
arcade
Nintendo
games.
Switch
That's because
16
they are
is
old
set.
games.
Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo
They were probably
eShop.
for like,
Battle to the
I
beat
don't know.
in
I want to
Rhythm
say probably
Necrodancer. Press
stuff
the
like the
force
Super
button
Nintendo,
buttons
like
each
old
way,
stuff.
fight
What the
monsters in
heck?
rhythm-based combat. Keep the cadence
Well,
going with epic boss battles, quirky
this is
remix stages,
something.
and global
So,
leaderboards.
what do you think of the rhythm-based game they are showing off?
Guitar Hero looking thing?
Yeah.
I think it's kind of dumb.
Rift of the Necrodancer launches on Nintendo Switch
Rift of the
later
Necrodancer.
today.
That's the name of it.
What's in store?
Oh gosh. A Tamagotchi game. An open world Tamagotchi game. This is, I guess, interesting so far. Would I play it? No. But if my lady ends up playing it and then she wants me to play with her, that'd be another story. But I don't even think she'll play it either. It's definitely a kid-friendly game.
Yeah, I remember getting these toys in a Happy Meal when I was a kid.
There weren't actual Tamagotchis, but I know what you're talking about. Like, one of them was an egg you, like, pull open and it shows something. I don't remember. It's been so long. But I remember those Tamagotchi toys they had at McDonald's.
When Tamagotchi Plaza launches on Nintendo Switch, June 27th.
Tamagotchi Plaza, June 27th. So, and now we get to experience more footage of Pokemon. Now, you can go ahead and do any thoughts you have on this. Go ahead.
Let's see.
I mean,
I know it's gonna be amazing. I cannot wait to see every single Pokemon there is, every single transformation, every single Mega evolution, breeding, like rare shiny hunting if there are shinies.
there always
There's shinies, right?
there's always shinies.
Okay.
In fact, there's
Oh boy.
We'll get a glimpse into the lives of the Pokemon and people of Lumio City.
no. It seems like it's going to be like your Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, because it looks like it's going to be like an open world 3D.
These areas are special
So it's like the Legends and the last Pokemon game they released.
You can catch
But the battle system seems way different. So it's got Pokemon Legends gameplay mixed with a bit of
get to safety.
pretty much what the last Pokemon game had, but the battle system looks so much better.
Some of them can even be found on rooftops.
And the fact that you're going to get the battle on rooftops and so on,
Pokemon live easygoing
it's going to be
lives in
interesting,
Lumio
I
City.
suppose.
Mm-hmm.
When night falls,
What starter are you going to start with? Sorry, my mouth is full
Totodile,
of food.
definitely.
Totodile?
To participate in the
Yeah,
tournament,
my favorite.
the ZA Royale.
That's going to be a hard decision for me because
In battle zones.
this time around, none of the starters, I don't like a single one of them.
If you're spotted, they'll challenge you.
This is the only generation I don't like the starting picks they have.
Strike first before being seen, and you'll land a surprise attack.
At least you can get yourself a Lucario, that's cool.
Using a super effective move at the right moment is key.
I'm just checking out the Pokemon they keep every time they swap to a trainer.
And with Mega Evolution, some Pokemon can power up.
Mega Alakazam.
Mm-hmm.
You'll start at rank Z and work your way up to rank A. Trainers who reach the top are said to have a wish granted.
Yeah.
They're trying to reach a different rank. So you start from the bottom from Z and reach to the rank A.
Lumio City. It seems there are even more secrets waiting to be uncovered.
That's
What will
kind
you
of cool.
find on your adventure?
You got
Pokemon Legends ZA.
25
launches on
ranks
Nintendo
to get
Switch
to A.
later this year.
Mm-hmm.
In Lumio City, where the game is set, the aura transforms between day and night. It seems there are even more secrets
So there's
to uncover.
daytime and
Please be on the
nighttime
lookout for more
for the
information
game, so
in the
that's
future.
cool.
Next, please take a look at this.
Excuse me, I don't know why I keep on yawning.
Hello there.
I'm enjoying this, I just keep on yawning.
The game you're about to
I know, you're half asleep.
doesn't have a big, epic story. But what it does have is lots of funny little rhythm games. You wanna see? Just press the button to jump through the ring.
I don't know what game this is, but I'm watching.
It sounds easy. But the timing is super tricky. Maybe you could try it in time to a rhythm.
Looks pretty goofy to me.
I'm trying not to cry. Because if this is the last of it, I'll be very disappointed. Because they basically showed off Pokemon stuff that really didn't give me too much more information than what we already know.
With your eyes closed.
I guess for people that like rhythm games, well, there you go.
Get into the rhythm with a brand new entry in the Rhythm Heaven series,
Rhythm Heaven. That is a weird.
Rhythm Heaven.
Rhythm Heaven Groove.
Wow! Next year, before I might die. Yay!
Groove, a brand new entry in the Rhythm Heaven series.
I'm not guaranteed another year.
Music
Stop
produced by renowned
postponing
Japanese
things.
musician Tsunku.
I wouldn't want to play this thing
What
anyways.
type of rhythms do you think you'll
Would you
hear?
play it?
We hope you're
No.
looking forward to it.
Yeah, you want to play with the muscular guy having tennis balls bounce off his arm?
Please take a look.
No, I'm good.
Alright.
With game cards, you can put a game featuring Mario in this Nintendo Switch system and a Legend of Zelda game in this one, freely inserting the games you have on hand into any system you want. But what if digital games could be as flexible and convenient as game cards? Well,
Ooh.
here's what we came up with. Introducing the Virtual Game Card. In the future, virtual game cards can be used for digital games.
What?
When purchasing the digital version of the game, it will be loaded onto your system as a virtual game card, allowing you to play that title. Your digital games will be lined up as virtual game cards on a dedicated management screen.
What?
Here, you can load and eject your virtual game cards
Justin,
and
what
manage
is
which games
this?
you can play on your system.
Maybe to make it so Switch 2 is backwards compatible with their digital games? Or no?
If you have two Nintendo Switch systems, you can eject a virtual game card from one and load it onto the
What
second.
the? This is like game sharing.
Now you can play this game on the second system wherever and whenever you
So you
want.
can transfer data
Just
to
as
another
if you had
system,
inserted a
but
physical
only if you
game
have that card.
With virtual game cards, you can freely load and arrange which games you play on up to two systems.
So it can have two systems with.
Local communication with your second system is required, but only the first time.
Wow.
So you can. It's basically for families and whatnot to be able to play one game but swap between them.
Connect to your family group member system via local
Wow.
wireless when you want to lend
That's
a game.
amazing.
Choose the title you're lending.
You can literally lend games to family members to play from your list. Huh.
And you're done. They can now play on their own system. You can only lend one game at a time to a particular person. Games can be lent out for 2 weeks, after which they will automatically return to you,
That's interesting.
making digital games even easier to use. Virtual game card.
Awesome. That's pretty interesting. Which means, well, I can definitely do that with,
Virtual game card feature lets you swap games between Nintendo Switch systems as well as to Nintendo Switch 2 systems. This feature is planned to be added via a system update in late April. Let's take a look at more Nintendo Switch games.
well, that's an interesting update. What'd you think?
That's awesome.
Oh, it showed off one of the games. What? Huh. High on Life is coming to the Switch. That's hilarious. But, Fantasy Life is what I'm excited for. And, they just showed Fantasy Life in one of the clips. Which I can't wait for them to actually show Fantasy Life again. It was supposed to release sooner, but it got delayed. So I'm kind of sad that it got delayed, but can't wait for some Fantasy Life. It's definitely one of those games I'm excited for. King of Meat? That is weird. This also looks like a weird game. Yep. Fantasy Life, May 21st. I'm ready for some Fantasy Life.
Oh.
Yeah, I've been waiting for Fantasy Life for quite some time now.
An HD remaster of Saga Frontier 2 is venturing on to Nintendo Switch.
Saga Frontier.
Gustav, the royal
Never
heir,
played it.
Will the explorer. Two heroes.
What do you think
Fates
about
and
it?
legacies will intertwine
I don't know.
across generations in this epic RPG. Experience the original story, along with brand new events that expand the vibrant world of
I guess we're
Saga.
gonna find out.
Plus, team up with more characters in battle. And transfer stats to allies through the parameter inheritance system. After finishing the main story, you can test your mettle and might against even more powerful bosses. What histories will you uncover through the ages?
Have you seen any other games you've
Saga Frontier
been
2
intrigued by yet?
Remastered launches on Nintendo Switch
This
later
Oh,
Final
this
Fantasy-like game.
it comes out later today.
monumental adventures.
Whoa, awesome.
Embark on peaceful journeys across this series of beautiful.
Don't mind me, I'm munching on chips.
Wander through isometric
Frontier.
worlds filled with stunning landscapes to manipulate. Optical
That's
illusions
one
to
of those
discover,
weird, wacky
and
games.
mystifying secrets to unfold. In Monument Valley, lead the silent Princess Ida in her quest for forgiveness while outsmarting the enigmatic Crow people. A different journey awaits in Monument Valley 2. Guide Ro in her adventure through motherhood as she and her child unlock the secrets of the sacred geometry.
Now, does this look like a game you would play?
Games contain all
No.
the additional chapters, add-ons, and DLC. The first two Monument Valley
Name.
games launch on
Never heard
Nintendo
of this
Switch
game.
April 15th.
But yeah.
Pre-orders begin
We'll see.
later today.
Pre-orders begin today.
And help Noor on her journey to restore the world's
I'm sorry.
in
But
Monument Valley 3.
when I see something that says, what the,
Sale on Nintendo Switch
1 and 2,
this summer.
and then they're gonna release a third one, but then I hear the words pre-order, like, is the game not done yet? Like, that could have been just one of those drop releases. There'd be no point.
A brand
Well,
new entry in the
everybody
Xbox
golf.
series is dropping onto
Hot
Nintendo
Shots.
Switch.
I'm not a golfing person,
Time your
but I guess if you
Neither
like
am
little, if you like little animated characters, so there you go.
perform back
Not my cup of tea.
side spins and other special shots.
I love how they hit the pole, and it just goes ting and goes straight into the hole. That's BS.
ultimate
We all
golfer.
know it's not how golfing works. This
In
game's lying to me.
golf,
I'd rather play
your
Mario
shots
Golf
get
at that
pulled in
point.
the holes, or obstacles might fall. It's golf that's not quite par for the course.
Oh.
Up to 4 golfers can hit the fairway together locally or in online play.
Oh. Have you actually ever played a golfing game before? Any kind?
Yeah, for the
Everybody's
Wii
golf
Oh, what game was that?
on Nintendo Switch this year.
Sports, just Wii Sports.
Wii Sports had a golfing game?
Hmm.
Unite some of Marvel's greatest superheroes in the
Why do I
fight
not
against
remember
evil.
Wii Sports having golf?
Pair up 2 heroes
I
from
don't
the
know.
roster of 15, including the likes of the spectacular Spider-Man and the ferocious Wolverine to take on the challenge. From close quarters combatants to aerial aces, you can mix and match a variety of heroes.
You got this
for an
Captain
amazing
America
array of
thing going on.
possibilities. And swap between your team of 2 at any time.
Marvel.
Take advantage of your team's strengths to overwhelm your foes. Plus, up to 4 players can assemble for local or online co-op play.
I gotta look up a picture because I was like, I don't remember Wii Sports having such a horrible golf game. It's because I probably never really played it.
Switch system this holiday.
That was Marvel
Cosmic Invasion.
where you'll battle as a tag team of different superheroes. Next is our last game announcement. Please take a look.
7 minutes left. Let's see what they got to offer.
Metopia. Are we finally getting a remastered Metopia?
How refreshing.
Or is it Sports Resort? I don't remember. It's one of those Metopia games. It's a lot of people enjoyed. They're not bad. It's pretty much you create your Miis, and it's like playing Sims, Tamagotchi life, living the dream. Huh. That's definitely a game I would try out. Because I'm assuming you pretty much... It's kind of like Sims, except with Miis. What the hell?
Want to talk?
Mm-hmm.
Glad that was only a dream.
That's goofy.
That was Tomodachi Life Living the Dream, the first new entry in the series
Whoa.
in over 10 years. In the trailer, we saw Mii characters living on an island out at sea. What kinds of interactions do you think they'll
Hey,
have?
Brad.
Yeah.
I feel like you're the old man doing a little dance.
No, that's not me for sure.
You're all like, look, I'm still hip. And then you go to like do a little dancing, and that's when you...
my back!
Well, no, that's when you
Our
break a
final
hip.
announcement is something a little different that's not a game. Here's Mr. Miyamoto to introduce it.
Hello, I'm Shigeru.
Aw, man.
Thank you for watching today's
Your favorite
Nintendo
creator to your series,
Nintendo Direct
Zeldy. Oh, shit.
to you. And now, these presentations have grown into an event that many people watch.
Oh!
Thank you all very much. We'll continue to broadcast Nintendo Direct presentations, but we're also launching a new channel based on the concept of delivering information to you directly. This is a smart device app called Nintendo Today,
Ugh,
which functions like a daily
the calendar.
In the app, you can view different Nintendo events. We will also be delivering all sorts of content about Nintendo games and characters every day. After the Nintendo Direct for Nintendo Switch 2
Oh,
on April
damn.
2nd, news about Nintendo Switch 2 will be delivered to you daily and directly through the Nintendo Today app as well. Nintendo Today will be available to download on smart devices later today.
Well, there you go. You got your new
Anyone with a
calendar
Nintendo
app
account can use the app, so please
from
try it out.
Nintendo. Holy shit. Just for
That's
you,
all I have to
Brad.
share. I hope you enjoy using Nintendo Today.
That's all for today's Nintendo Direct. Thank you for watching.
5 minutes left of good footage. Let's hope it's good.
What do you mean? That's it.
What?
That's it. Where are you getting?
Oh.
Where are you getting all these 5 minutes and this many minutes
I
left?
thought that it would end at 10:40, not 10:36.
10:37, you mean?
Yeah.
Well, so your impressions, your thoughts. What do you think?
It was good. Very good. I liked what I saw from Pokemon. I liked what I saw from. I wish there was more.
Yeah. So you
Yeah.
sound very disappointed. Now this was a surprise that we were getting this direct because again, on April 2nd, we still got pretty much that's pretty much it on the out of all the other stuff.
Mhm.
But yeah, that's pretty much it. That was it for the whole thing. You had no other thoughts on what else there could have been or things you were hoping for?
Uh, we all know what I was hoping for.
Yeah,
Zelda stuff.
and you and Zelda stuff. You got at least hope for other stuff. You got to have other ideas besides just Zelda.
I did like the calendar thing, even though it doesn't seem like a big deal. It could be
Well,
useful for me since my memory problems. And it's a
wow.
fun thing too.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm listening.
the Metroid game looked pretty cool.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Is that all? Is that all you have in mind?
Yeah.
I know, you sound so disappointed right now. Not exactly what you thought was going to happen.
Nope.
You going to cry a river now?
No.
No. But that's fine. Well, at least we got the experience. Do you have any other ideas what might happen on April 2nd? Which is a Wednesday, I believe.
Oh man.
I know. It's just around the corner.
Oh.
Oh, what?
I want to be able to afford a Wii Switch on the day it releases.
A Wii Switch? What's
What am I saying? What is wrong with me today?
I don't
want
know.
to Switch to.
I'll buy you
I want the Switch
I'll buy
2
you
the
a
day it
Wii and a
releases.
Switch. I'll buy you a Wii and a Switch, and you can have a Wii and a Switch too.
Tape them together and call it the Switch 2.
All right. You know, that would be interesting if, as a side controller, you could. The side controller was like pretty much like a Wii U. You can dock it on the TV. You got a controller with an extra screen. It'd be like playing DS games, but on the Switch.
Ugh.
No, that'd be pretty terrible. I mean, it definitely could have been better. I was disappointed, but I guess it could be worse. So, all right. Well, that'll be it for the stream today. I just wanted to recap over it, see what your thoughts were for the whole stream.
And
Right now,
thanks
you just
everybody.
geez, you just cut everyone off, don't you?
Sorry.
Can I ever finish?
You can finish, sir. I
Yeah,
apologize.
I don't think so. But yeah, I just wanted to see your thoughts are on everything, and well, you know, hopefully everybody had their own opinions and see what other people thought were going to be on the stream. And again, I wasn't expecting too much, but I was hoping like a recap over something with the Switch 2, at least something. That's what I was hoping. But like they said, it was April 2nd. Now there'll be a couple things going on April 2nd. I'll even be watching my favorite studio that makes Goat Simulator also do a stream. So I think theirs is probably another Goat game being released. So it'll be interesting. Will it be good? Probably not.
Yeah.
It could be a DLC. I don't know. I still want to see it because their goofy asses make some weird, interesting stuff.
And it's funny too. Good content.
All right. Well, if you want, you can now
Thanks,
say you can now say your
thanks
goodbye.
everyone for watching.